And welcome to the Dart Show Live with Dan Dawson, Gabby Partington. Welcome to the Palace! Who wants a t-shirt? Here we go. Right, the festivities may be over, but the night is young here and the party is happening right here in the Palace. Now, on the subject of Palace, we have two kings on the stage tonight in Gary Anderson. Gary Anderson fans, I'm dressed as him. And also Gerwin Price as well. But before we get into that, we got some presents to give away, you lot. Christmas isn't quite over. We have maybe not just one, but two Just Eat vouchers to give away. Who's hungry? Who's feeling hungry? That'll be via the People's Game of the Bullseye Challenge right there on the Yoki. But, Dan, let's talk about these games briefly tonight, because we've got two world champions in the mix, don't we?
Look, I know we've had some withdrawals from COVID, but all 6 players are negative tested, ready to go. You have a full card of action tonight at the William Hill World Darts Championship, and what a session of darts we have for you. We'll go through the games in a bit more detail later, and we'll get some predictions as well from one of our pundits. But 2 world champions, the most informed player in the world this year, Johnny Clayton, winner of 4 TV titles, and for my money, perhaps the most exciting player in world darts in Dirk Duijvenbode. It's an incredible lineup you've got.
Well, you mentioned Dirk Duijvenbode. He's actually an aubergine farmer as well. Dan paid a visit to the aubergine farm, so take a look at this.
To meet the Titan, Dirk Duijvenbode.
Started here when I was 15. I'm 29 now, so it's been almost half my life. I was in the warehouse, of course, harvesting aubergines and other stuff like that. Yeah, we're getting the aubergine plants out now for the year. But there's still a few over there, so we can walk up over there. Time goes quick, because you're busy all the time, and I always had my earphones in. Some proper classic music on my ears. No, I always had the hardcore stuff in as well, of course. Makes you work harder.
Do you like aubergines?
Yeah, I do, sometimes. Not every day. This is my office. This is where I work. It's an old woman. She sent me this and she said she wanted to take this with me as a mascot on stage. I said, oh, I can't promise that. I said, you'll have a nice place on my office. So this is my practice area. Last year when I made my tool cut back, I spoke with my boss and I said, is it okay if I start practicing at work as well? I like it that I can practice on my work, because this is more, you go into here, I see there's a job in here. I got the breaks and I extend them with time of my own, which isn't paid, to practice. And well, results were a lot better. Then making the Grand Prix was already the achievement that I was looking for. And then you also make the final. It's more of like a reward, but also confirmation that you made a good decision.
Dynamite from Dirk Duijvenbode. He cannot believe what he's just achieved. Top darts, young man. Top darts.
Gary is a big hero of me, and beating him on stage for the first time for me it was a big match.
You had a little spell where you weren't in form, you weren't winning games. How hard was that to deal with?
It was hard. In the beginning, it was an injury, but when the injury was gone, I played even worse than with an injury. So then you know it's just in your head. You're just frustrated. How do I get back?
18. Where you heard when he punched his own hand there.
He knows that was an opportunity, Wayne.
I just took a new set of darts because I knew there was something. I didn't throw like I did in March. I only practiced with it for 1 week and already got the results out.
Clinical.
At the moment I'm close to top 16, but I'm not top 16. That will be the next step for me, be a top 16, hopefully on a regular basis.
So do you think that having a real world job makes you better in the darts world?
I think it doesn't make you spoiled. I think that makes you real.
Right, Dirk Duijvenbode there, one of the most exciting players in the world of darts, taking on the world #1 Gerwin Price tonight. However, we've got a game for you to kick things off. Down at Jockey's Hockey, we're going to do a bit of a bullseye challenge. Right, I've got 2 gentlemen here, including this lion of a man in a pink shirt. What's your name and where you're from?
Ashley from Portsmouth.
Ashley from Portsmouth. Now, I've seen you practice here. Do you fancy yourself as a bit of a dart player?
I'm not bad, mate.
Not bad. Right, the rules are this. You and your mate have got 60 seconds. You throw at the bullseye. If you hit the little red bit of the ball, you get 3 points. If you hit the green bit, the 25 around the outside, you get 1 point. Now, I'm going to give you a target. And because I've seen you and I think you're pretty good, I want 4 points from you. You can do that in 2 darts. That's not a big thing. If you do that, you win this little orange ticket to paradise. Yeah? Yeah? 20 quid Just Eat voucher. But I'm going to give you a choice. Going to give you a choice, Ashley from Portsmouth. You can double your winnings. You can double your winnings, but you'll have to go for the higher target of 6 points. You can still do it in 2 darts. What does he do? Does he go for the high target or does he go safe?
Double.
Double it is. This is the bullseye challenge. Right, you wait there. Right, I'm going to give you 60 seconds because I'm not going to wait for the monkey in the box to press the button. So here we go. I will count you in. 60 seconds. You need the higher target of 6 points. Your time starts now. Right. Can they do it under pressure? They might be able to. That's a point. And that's another point. 2 points already. 8 seconds gone. We are still 2 darts away from it. There's 3. We are halfway there, lads. Halfway there. Only a quarter of the time gone. Oh, the lion can play. The lion can play. Oh. We still 2 points away. It can be done very simply, just 1 visit. We are more than halfway through the time, though, and it is ticking away. If you want these 40 quid, lads, you're going to have to pull it out the bag. 1 dart away. Oh, close. 17 seconds. Just a 25. A green bit will do. You do not even need the bullseye anymore. This might be the last visit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my word! Absolutely sensational! Scenes at Jockey's Hockey! Tactics, everything. They used his mate's darts. It does not matter. Lads, that is yours. Gabby.
I'll tell you what, forget about the darts in the main arena. This is where it's happening. But if you want to hear predictions from their main games, here's Chris Murphy, Pundit's predictions.
I'm Chris Murphy, a commentator on PDC TV throughout the year and here at the World Darts Championship for TalkSport 2. And tonight we've got 3 matches. The last of the 3rd round featuring Gary Anderson, who's reached the final here 5 times since 2011. He takes on Ian White in the opening match of the evening. White has won their 2 meetings this year, but I don't see him posing a problem for Gary Anderson at his palace. I think the Flying Scotsman wins this one 4-2. In the second match of the night, it is Dirk van Duijvenbode taking on the defending champion Gerwyn Price in the first of our last 16 matches. Van Duijvenbode has a horrible record against the Iceman. He's only won 1 of their 12 previous meetings, and I think Price gets through this one pretty comfortably after a scare against Kim Huybrechts in the previous round, and going 4-2 for this one as well. And finally, Johnny Clayton against Michael Smith, a matchup between probably the 2 best players of the tournament so far. I think, though, Johnny Clayton has just been so good and his name may well be on the trophy. I see him beating Michael Smith, also 4-2.
Well, there are the pundits' predictions in Murph, which has given us for tonight's games. But we are people of the fan zone and we care what you think. So you're able to vote in via Instagram on the PDC Instagram for your predictions as well. Right, everyone's getting a bit excited. The elves, they don't realise Christmas is over. But let's go into the games. We've got 3 mega games on tonight, don't we? First up, let's take a look at the screen here now.
Yeah, so first up, Gary Anderson and Ian White. It's the last remaining 3rd round game. Go back 2 years, this looks like an absolute crackerjack of a game. I'm not convinced by the form of either man, though. I think this might be scrappy. I think it might be tight, and I can actually see a bit of a shock in Ian White maybe coming through it.
Okay, and the second game of the night, we've got Gerwyn Price against Dirk van Duijvenbode, who I mentioned is the aubergine farmer. They've got quite a history, don't they, these two? And they're big personalities, aren't they?
They are big personalities. They do have a history, and that history is that Gerwyn Price wins pretty much every single time. Not every time, but the vast majority. He beat him in the Grand Prix final. I think Dirk can cause him problems, but he's going to have to play better than he has so far.
Okay, well, on the subject of winning, we've got to talk about Johnny Clayton, because he's had quite a year, hasn't he? He faces bully boy Michael Smith.
Well, our pundit Chris Murphy reckons that Johnny Clayton might have his name on the trophy, and the way that he's played, he's averaging 102 for the tournament. He might just be right. But Michael Smith, a former finalist, he is playing absolutely magnificent. If he plays like he did in round one, or his first game, I should say, where he averaged 106, then even the Ferret is going to struggle to live with him. Again, I can see a shock on the cards potentially.
Okay, well, as we can see it, there's some real competition on the main stage tonight. We've had some winners here on the Yockey, got themselves some Just Eat vouchers. Here's a few t-shirts, but from us, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good night.